Thank you for waiting.
Oh yeah, I was losing hope.
Oh,
Yeah, but anyway, you still made it. So thank
yes.
you.
Oh,
All
thank you.
right. Yeah, but what happened?
I had some technical problem with my laptop, so I entered again with my sister's laptop.
Ah, okay. All right.
But
Good thing
I
that
am
your
really
sister is
sorry.
there.
I'm really sorry, but could you wait for me a second because I need to bring the charger.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
sure. I'll
thank you.
wait for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, okay. All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Yeah, so anyway, happy Wednesday. Technically, it's already Wednesday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I won't ask you about your Wednesday. Let me ask you about your Tuesday instead. How was your Tuesday?
Tuesday I worked in the morning. So since my work starts in like early morning, like 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
Yes,
Oh my
and
gosh.
yeah,
And do you have to work later at 5 a.m.?
uh, actually we have three shifts, day, evening, night.
Okay.
And yeah, and yesterday's my shift was day shift, so I had to work start from at 5 a.m.
Mm. Okay, but later you don't have to go to work at 5 a.m., right?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. That's really interesting.
Yeah, but actually I'm a kind of night person, so it was pretty hard for me to fall asleep early the day
Mm-hmm.
before I go to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I fell asleep at like 2 a.m. So I just
Mm-hmm.
slept for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, when I got home after working, I was really exhausted. So
Mm-hmm.
I take a nap, took a nap for like
Mm-hmm.
2 hours.
Mm-hmm. For 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I hope that that power nap help you regain your
Yeah.
energy.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Okay, all right. So anyway, before we start, let me just tell you something. I can actually hear you, but your voice is a little soft. So maybe if
Okay.
you can just adjust the microphone or the
Mm,
volume, maybe that would be better.
okay, wait a second, please.
Okay.
Mm, is it better now?
Yeah, I think it's better now. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. So anyway, I think I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Teacher Carol, by the way, and I will be your teacher
Mhm.
for this um class,
Mhm.
obviously.
Okay.
And yeah, it looks like I don't have any other questions anymore.
Mhm.
I think it's better if we have your um lesson for tonight. It says here that
Okay.
you were using the IELTS textbook, right?
Yes, right, right.
Okay. And you have to enlighten me with this, okay?
Mhm.
Because unfortunately, your teacher did not include uh, the previous lesson that you've tackled with
Ah.
him,
Actually, that
right?
is because I already finished. I already done with that book. So
Ah,
he,
okay.
yes. So he now just asking me some random questions. So it is okay. Yeah, it's okay to. you have a random question without textbook.
Mhm. Okay, of course, random questions that are still related to IELTS, right?
Yeah, right.
Ah, okay. Or else it wouldn't be IELTS anymore. It will be just mm, a free talking class instead, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, all right. So let's try to have some questions here. To be honest with you, I did not really prepare for this. I did not expect this class to be this way. But anyway,
Hmm.
let's do this. Okay.
Okay.
Let's try to have IELTS speaking part three. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this part, I think you know how it's done, right?
Yeah, right. I know.
Okay. So do you need preparation time?
No, I don't need it.
Okay. All right. And of course, how many minutes do you have to answer
How many minutes?
for part
Um,
three?
for part three, I think it is probably like 5 minutes.
Okay. So for the part three of
Mm-hmm.
your IELTS exam, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says here that most of the questions are actually related to question number two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, you are given 4 to 5 minutes to talk about this, and it's just like an open communication with you and the examiner, all right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so you are expected to maybe answer the questions or follow-up questions. Answer the follow-up questions if there are. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So here's my question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Which type of people are respected most in your society? Do you agree with this situation?
I'm sorry, but could you ask me again?
Okay, the question is, which type of people are
Mm-hmm.
respected most in your society? Do you
Hmm.
agree with this situation?
Um, I think the most people who respect for the people in my country is some kind of famous artist like singer or actor. That is because usually the most famous people in a specific country is like um, people who works for the government, but in my country it is not because um, um, the congressmen in my country they usually um, work for like bad thing, like they're they some people of um, some congressmen work for not work for their personal advantage, not for the country. So because reason due to this reason, many people don't respect the congressman. So um, as I mentioned before, the artists who um, who are also famous in overseas country is the most respectful people in my country, I think.
Okay, the word should be most respected. Okay?
Ah, okay. Most
Yeah,
respected.
most respected. Okay, most
Okay.
respected. hmm Okay, and do you agree with the situation?
Yes, because um, even though they work for their own how can I say actually the artists are working for their own, like working for their money or um, working to express their thoughts or idea, but
hmm
I think they have huge influence, um, like a famous K-pop star um, help our country to get tons of money from other countries. So yeah, I think they are worth to be famous.
hmm Okay, all right. Mm. Wait. So, in your answer, all
Mm-hmm.
right, um let's just make it clear, okay? So you said that
Okay.
you agree to the situation that, the government officials or employees are not actually respected, right?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Okay, all right. Mm. Next question. What happens when young people lack good role models?
Mm, I think um because since young people are a, a little bit out of control, they just act whatever they want. So if they don't have specific word for their life, role model for their life, they'll um they will just grow up um uh, mm, uh, they will be grown up to an adult who are pretty difficult to control.
Mhm.
It's a big hard question.
Okay, so they will grow up, right? I
Yes.
think you said they will grown up. I think it will be better to say they will grow up as
Okay.
adults, right?
As adults,
Mhm.
who are
They
pretty hard to control.
who are pretty hard to control, right?
Yes.
Mhm. Okay, or maybe you can also say they will grow up as adults
Mhm.
who are stubborn, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Yes.
pretty hard to control. All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And well, I was just okay. So just a background, okay?
Mhm.
Because when we say respected in our society, well, we the first question we talked about was actually the people who are the most respected in your society, right? And you've
Mhm.
mentioned about these artists, correct? And
Yeah.
since they are respected, should they be
Mm.
role models, especially
Mhm.
to the younger people?
Mhm. Mm.
Should they be treated as role models?
Mm. Actually, I didn't understand the question exactly. So.
Ah, okay.
Uh,
So in the first question,
mhm.
right? Do you remember the first question we answered? We
Yes.
said which type of people are
Yeah.
respected
Yeah.
most in your society,
Yeah. I
and you've
remember.
mentioned about artists like K-pop groups and K-pop idols, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So do you think
Mhm.
that they should be the the role models
Mhm.
that the younger people should look up today?
Mm. You mean the artist?
Yes.
Uh, well, for that question, my answer is no, because um, um, the artist means they are famous for their art, like sing or paint or acting. But when it comes to young people, I think the more important thing for them to learn is like personality or morality.
All right.
Yeah, so I think it'll be better to set their role model to like people who have um, uh, people who have done some work for a country.
Okay, so who should they look up to instead?
Mm, wait a second, please.
Who should they look up to instead of these artists? Who should be their role models?
Um, Probably it'll be better to look up to some like great men in history.
Very good. Or heroes, right?
Yes, hero.
Mm.
Yeah, because they they have some kind of achievements
Mhm.
for the
Mhm.
country.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Yes, yeah.
Mhm. Okay, all right. So maybe that's it, right? For me, the best
Mhm.
people to look up are actually our heroes. And you know, the people who made a very good influence, especially the in pursuit, right? Of
Mhm.
maybe freedom, something like that,
Yes,
right? Democracy.
yes.
Hmm. Okay. Now let us try to have the next one here, okay?
Mhm. Okay.
Yes. So it will be another set of questions. It says here travel. It's about travel and sorry, travel and
Okay.
transport.
Okay.
Okay. So can you tell me how easy it is to travel around your country?
Um, I should say it is public transportation like bus or subway because many tourists wants to visit like center city like Seoul or Busan, but in my country those kind of places always suffered from traffic jam,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
heavy traffic. So I do not recommend them to use taxi or personal rent car.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to drive and um, the gas fee is pretty high.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So anyway, going back to that question, my question is how easy it is to travel around your country,
Oh,
right?
easy. Mhm.
Yeah. So
Ah,
basically, yeah, in that
ah,
question, maybe you
yeah, I
can just
missed
say,
the
yeah,
question.
I can say that it's relatively easy to travel around my country,
Ah,
right?
okay,
Or
okay.
you can say, no, hard to
Ah,
say,
okay,
but it is relatively hard to travel around my country, right?
okay.
Okay.
Um, since
Mm.
I already lived here like for many years, so for me it is really easy to ride a subway or um a bus because we have many information about the arrival time or departure time, so we
Mhm.
can just estimate um the time that we have to leave our place.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
yes, I can say it is easy.
Okay, very good. So, which method of travel do you consider the safest?
The safest one is um, bus or subway, but among them, I think subway is more safe compared
Mhm.
to the bus because as I mentioned before, our country is always suffering the bus no the heavy traffic.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So that means we also have traffic accidents frequently.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, so that is why subway is much more safe.
Yeah, or yeah, there's just another expression that you can use. Maybe it will be better to say it is safer to travel by
Yes.
subway than the bus, right?
Okay.
Yes, because if you travel by bus or by subway, sorry,
Mhm.
it's just like you are trying to avoid the traffic situation and
Mhm.
knowing that it can also be very difficult to travel by land,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Because there might be some, you know, motor accidents or vehicular accidents along the way,
Yes.
right? So it's still far safer to travel by subway, correct?
Yes. Thank
Hmm.
you.
Okay, next question. Hmm. How do you think people will travel in the future?
Hmm. Um. We already have many kinds of transportation. So I think it is enough in my opinion. But in the future, probably we can use the car in the air,
Mhm,
or
mhm,
the
mhm.
airplane will be much faster compared to these days.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, very good. So anyway, it says here, how do you think people will travel in the future? So maybe in the future, we will have more access, right, to
Mm-hmm.
technology, and because of this, we might experience being able to travel by flying cars, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, or maybe we would expect more mm, trains, all right,
Mm-hmm.
that are faster than the
Mm-hmm.
ones that we have nowadays, correct?
Yes.
Maybe there will be more airports, right?
Mm-hmm.
That will make it possible for us to travel um, faster through planes or other
Mm.
air transportation, right?
Okay. Ah.
Maybe like that. You should at
Ah.
least try to make your imagination work, right?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Or I don't know. But nowadays, a lot of people are becoming more conscious. They
Mm-hmm.
say that maybe 30 years from now, like there will be no more cars, and they would prefer going back to the basic. And when we say basic,
Mm.
maybe that means riding their bicycle, right?
Mm.
Or
Yes.
maybe having electric cars instead, right?
Yes.
So those are just some of your options. Okay?
Okay. Thank
Yes.
you.
All right. Yeah, time is very fast.
Yes, because of my weight.
Okay.
I think.
Nah. All right. But anyway, it was really nice talking to you. Okay.
Thank
To be
you.
honest with you, I think that you are so ready to take the IELTS exam. When do you plan to take it?
Actually, I have no plan. I just doing it because I like it.
Ah, you just like it. Very
Yes.
good. And of course, it will play to your advantage. Like if you decide anytime soon, then I think that you will be ready for it,
Oh,
right?
thank you.
Yeah, maybe we just need to practice to hone your skills, all right? But
Okay.
nonetheless, I think that you are already good.
Oh, thank
Okay,
you.
so thank you for this opportunity that you've
Okay.
given me this evening, or this midnight, I should say. I'm hoping to talk to you again soon, okay?
Okay. See you
Yeah, so
again.
thank you. See you,
Okay. Have
GS.
a
Bye
great night.
bye. Yeah,
Bye.
have a great night. You better sleep, okay?
Okay. Bye
Bye.
bye.